Again, it goes back to the governor's state controller office, and you have to have a willingness to make this information available, and it shouldn't be that difficult. I know that we can do this, and I plan to take this a little further and try to get some answers in that regard. I've actually asked for the state controller to come before audit committee at the state legislature, and so he will do that in early November, so hopefully we can get some answers then.
The state controller will be appearing in front of the audit committee.
Yes.
To explain
why there are no individual expenditures or revenues on the Transparency Online project as it is now.
Because that information is available.
It is available. It's available on the financial data warehouse, which is where all of the information from each of the state's departments go into the financial data warehouse. So those individual expenditures and revenues are within the financial data warehouse, and it should be made available to the public.
Yeah, because here's what I want to know. I want to be able to track a receipt. So for instance, somebody spends, I don't know, has to go to Home Depot and spend $100 because, I don't know, they need something for their office. I mean, I would have no idea why. I'm not going to make a judgment about that, because I got to believe that the person in state government, he's there for a reason. He's been given the authority to make a purchase on behalf of taxpayers. That's fine. I just want to know why. Why can't I track that receipt from purchase, boom, 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 to where it's paid?
I think that we can track that.
It's got to be available somewhere.
It is available. If you wanted to file an open records request, you could get that information, and it should be available easily to the public on this website.
And I got to tell you, therein lies the problem, because it is almost as if you're being forced into asking that question and paying for it.
And you shouldn't have to do that. You've already spent your taxpayer monies and
Right.
donated that essentially to the government, and we're just asking for some accountability.
Let me move back over here. Kevin, have you noticed, has there been increased traffic to the website? Are people starting to learn what's on there and realize maybe I don't have to do that open records request? What kind of traffic are you getting?
Well, to my understanding, we do have a little bit more traffic. We had a heavily utilized website to begin with, so and you can get to our transparent Jeffco portion just coming into our main homepage, which is jeffco.us. So I think what we're seeing is, I don't want to say sort of a diminution of open records requests. Folks such as yourself, you're an experienced researcher, you have a project under, you can probably go and really utilize all the tools available to you and get information. But what we're trying to do is make it easy for just our regular citizens who have a question about, hey, what is that activity going on at this particular part of the county? And so within a day, we hope to get back to them and explain it to them. So with a lot of the interactive part of our website, we're able to provide that information, and it's not necessarily, hey, I want to find out how many shovels you bought at Home Depot or doorknobs or new doors. They just may have a general question, hey, who do I turn to? I have this question. Who do I turn to? What governmental agency do I go to? So we've discovered a lot of traffic in just general questions, more so, well, of course, we don't know who's checked our receipts, because they can just go query our name and find out what we've been spending money on. And that's the kind of increased interaction we've had.
You know, and you also have a great blog site on there as well, again, asking for that kind of feedback. And so you really get citizens involved in government. And as Jim Moore, who is your county administrator, said, I mean, I love it, he said, we got to restore faith, and the best way to do it is just put it all out there. He actually asked people, find stuff. I hope you do, because how do we know how to fix anything unless we can see it? And
Absolutely.
That's the beauty. That's the beauty. What about feedback on the state's website?
There's a link where you can provide feedback to OIT in regards to whether you like the website or not. But other than that, I'm not sure that they're asking for how to make it better.
Wasn't it kind of? It seemed to me like it was released sort of. Under
quietly.
the cover, yeah, quietly,
is
maybe
the
under
term.
the cover of darkness. I don't know. They didn't seem to be
Proud of it.
proud of it, and that seemed, if you are embracing transparency, which, like I said, is the latest buzzword publicly. Transparency is popular the way the Jonas Brothers at an all-girl middle school. Everybody wants to be part of transparency.
That's exactly right.
But privately they don't. And that was the other thing. They didn't uncover it, or they didn't release it with big fanfare.
And it makes me wonder what it is. Is there something that they're ashamed of or hiding? I don't know that, but it makes you wonder when there are obstacles that are put up to providing this kind of accountability and transparency for people to have access to this information. It does make me wonder, what it is they don't want people to see.
What about your bill sponsors that were all part of this movement? That you had, 38 bill sponsors or something?
Right. I think that they would like to have that access. I really do. And so we will look again at, tightening the loophole that they've used this year and tighten up the bill language next year so that they can't do that.
So you are confident you're going to get the same kind of bipartisan support?
I hope to. I certainly hope to.
Despite the fact that it was the governor who released this website, which is really prepare to be underwhelmed is the best way I can say. Go ahead, Transparent Jeffco.
I was going to say, I mean, we're available as a resource, and we volunteered to assist our delegation from Jefferson County in any of the questions that they had, and we're prepared to come down and testify on behalf of the bill and on behalf of the Transparency Initiative throughout the state of Colorado. We want to be a resource and share. Obviously, it's public domain, it's taxpayer dollars, and we'd love to share what we've learned in the hopes of really, I'm going to say, formalizing but enhancing the website at the state and any other governmental entities that have this desire. And we have a number of them that have reached out and contacted us, and so we are making our resources available and consultation, our expertise, so to speak, on how we went through and did it. And then each agency will put their own particular customization to it.
And I have talked to various agencies or organizations, governmental entities, telling them your case will be much better made should you need additional revenue if you show them.
That's exactly right. I believe that's very true. And the fact is, many other states have put together wonderful websites that give true transparency, not token transparency, in providing the aggregated sum totals as Colorado has currently done. And Texas, Utah, state of Missouri, a number of other states have provided great websites. And so I know that we can do it. We just have to have the willingness at the administrative level to make this happen.
Just about 30, 40 seconds remaining. So give out the website one more time and how people can find out more about Transparent Jeffco, especially as a resource. I think that's a great idea.
The best way to find out about it is go to the site, www.transparentjeffco or www.jeffco.us. Our main site, we have a banner right on the top, front and center, and you can click on it and go right to the Transparent website, and then you just trial and tool around the website, and if you find something you like, fantastic. If not, tell us about it.
Thank you so much, Representative Nickel, Commissioner McCaskey. Thank you for tuning in to Independent Thinking. Have a great weekend. You jibber jab, bamboozle, nuka, noozle, bippity bop, you jibber jab, bamboozle, nuka, noozle, bippity bop, I mean, you keep on talking, but you don't know where to turn it off. The day I met you, wish I'd been in Paris.